evened out the forces. You can see the units tab. Zerg is still way ahead, but he doesn't have this expansion mining yet, and so it's about even, I would say. I'd say this game is about to go into macro mode because both players have done a fair amount of harassment, and they're pretty evenly matched at this moment. I would say that the Protoss might have actually a timing window due to the fact that a Spire is going down. And I really don't like the Spire play here. You already know that your opponent has some cannons in his mineral line, so playing against that is kind of ineffective. Although the placement of these pylons makes a snipe a very possible scenario. Could unpower gateways as well as deal with this. It doesn't even, I don't even know where his pylons are. How does he have this much food? He's got a pylon here, one here. He's only got 3 in his area, and there's a 4th. I guess he's alright. I'm just trying to figure out how these pros can cheat their way into having enough food. But anyway, with the expansion down and this starting to be saturated, and see the cannons are getting thrown down already. Not really sure how the Mutalisks are going to be able to make this that effective. 7 Mutalisks can't even take out a single cannon, pretty much. So as long as he masses up mutas in a huge number, he should be okay. Would like to see some kind of transition out of Hasu into maybe Templar or Blink Stalkers, just to deal with that. Although I don't know if he's actually spotted this yet. Let's go to the right tab. Yeah, he does not know that the Spire is out. So these are going to be some very, very unsettling blind Mutalisks moving in. They're going to be able to pick off this gas here. Probably these 2 pylons are going to go down. Before he can really reinforce this. His forces are all the way over here, and he doesn't have that much anti-air. He's really relying heavily on the he's going to be transferring all of his forces to the much, much better defended, I don't know why I said that so weird, much better defended expansion, because that cannon placement is superb. I like this play by Liquid Haypro. He's opting not to take this Expo. It seems like this one is more easily defended, especially when you're going Mutalisks, because this ramp is relatively narrow for an expansion ramp, and you don't have that much of a risk of a backdoor attack due to the choke being so small. And see, we can see on production we have a couple cannons going down for Hasu. I don't really like the placement of these cannons. If this map cut off like right here, then they'd be great because they would defend the whole left side of the map here. But Mutas can run around here and they can still sneak in the back and still maybe poke in here without taking that many hits. Oh, and this is even better. Taking 2 expansions, one on either side of the map when your opponent has a very slow, immobile, massive army. If he moves up here to take this one out, which he probably will, it looks like he's going right up to take it, it's just going to get canceled. And he's going to actually hide his drone over here. Pretty sure Hasu is going to see that. There we go. But in the meantime, this expansion's going down. And does Hasu actually have that? Nope, he does not have any kind of scouting information on that. In the meanwhile, we have a lot of freaking Mutalisks. Wow, that is a lot. That is 16 Mutalisks. Going to make short work of these cannons. It's going to be 2 shots from these Mutalisks, and these cannons are gone. There's 1 gone. And now this whole side is available. You should probably take out these pylons, 2-shot them, and move on out. And so I'm going to see if a Twilight Council is going to get thrown down. There it is, yeah. Should be researching Blink just to counter all these Mutalisks. I would like to see Psystorm as well because well-placed Psystorms, a lot of people think that StarCraft 2 Psystorms are just ineffective against air, but they're really strong against the Mutalisk ball just because the mutas can mass up so like densely, and when you can get all of you can storm that entire army, and even if you move him out of it, that's still going to do like a fungal growth worth of damage per storm, and that's just extremely effective. But wow, this is a lot of Mutalisks. So this is very effective against Protoss because there are literally no Thor counters as Protoss against this build. The closest thing to a pure counter is the Phoenix play, but the Phoenix play is kind of hard to pull off because you need to micro them really well, and because Phoenixes actually need to kind of outnumber the Mutalisks due to their splash damage, it's really hard to get enough Phoenix is out, especially because all the other damn Protoss units cost so much gas. So I really like this play. He's just saying, you know what, I'm going to make a zillion spine crawlers and not get any ground forces and just go all Mutalisks. That is extremely safe now to any kind of push by the Terran player. Especially going to be denying the Templar tech for the Protoss player because, you know, Psystorm doesn't actually hit spine crawlers. So that is going to be very effective. Although I'm really hoping to see some good storms out of the pro players here. I haven't really seen any pro games where we see a Mutalisk versus Psystorm play. So I like Haypro is just going around and he's getting gas. I mean, I'm expecting him to do the same thing over here. He's really just going to macro up a huge amount of Mutalisks. He's got more going here. He's working on those upgrades. Let's see, what are those upgrades at right now? They're at 2-2 for Mutalisks. It's so rare that you see Zerg get the air upgrades, but they can be very effective on Mutalisks. And see, look at that storm right there. All these forces are now in the yellow. Now that was a pretty bad storm. You want to pretty much storm on them, not storm where you think they're going to be, because they can turn around so fast, and not worry so much about, you know, trying to get the you know, half of the storm on the Mutalisks. You want to get just enough. Like, that's fine. That's perfect. See how low they are now? Another storm is going to take out a ton of them. See, look at that. And now these are super weak. And he needs to send these home. And he needs to let them, you know, slowly regenerate. And that sucks because they take a very long time to regenerate. And now his army is incredibly weak. And he can probably push out here. And if it weren't for the fact that Zerg is on 5 bases and they're relatively spread out, and Templar are super slow, probably going to, you know, be able to get picked off occasionally. And these are a lot of spine crawlers. I would say that the Protoss was in a good position. But as it is right now, he's got a little bit too immobile of an army to deal with this. And he's doing the right thing. He's taking this out. But as he takes this out, look at this counterattack coming here. All of these buildings are going to get taken on. He needs to cancel every one of these buildings because there's no way he can get his army back. And there we go. There they go. All those buildings. Nice little Templar doing the suicide storm in order to kill as many Zerglings as possible. So this is going to get taken out, but this trade is not going to be worth it. All these Mutalisks running in here. There's, oh my goodness, come on. Oh, he didn't storm. And the Zerg player's got so much money right now. He cannot build Mutalisks fast enough. This is so awesome to see. I'm super excited by this. Wow, he needs to warp in some Templar up here and try and get some storms in while he gets his forces back. But oh my gosh, this is painful to watch. And it literally looks like these Mutalisks could just take out this army right now, but you don't want to. Even if you have like this many Mutalisks against this many Stalkers, you don't want to do that. I mean, he's going to do it now, I guess, because he has